It's your girl Diamond Drip, bringing you the insights and strategy you need in 15 minutes or less. When you're looking at your human design chart properties, you'll see that there's a section on there that says your inner authority. This is your special way of tapping into your body's wisdom and intuition and what feels right, healthy, and fulfilling for you. There are seven possible authorities, and in this episode, we're going to dive into each one. First up on the list is sacral authority. When you're looking at your chart, you're going to see two squares at the bottom of your body graph, which is the thing that looks like a person. That's called a body graph. When you have sacral authority, you want to listen to your sacral response. Sacral response can often be through sounds like, yes, or no. There's an energetic expansion that happens when you answer with these kind of sacral sounds, and it gets you to be able to move into action or to initiate that gut feeling sensation. The next type is splenic authority. When you're looking at the chart, you're going to look for the triangle shape that's on the left side of the body graph. When you have splenic authority, it's very intuitive or instinctual. You have recognition in the moment. Your truth is in the now and can be prone to change as new information is gathered. Next, we have the inner authority of ego. When you're looking at your chart, you'll notice that there are three triangles total, two big ones, and then a little small one on the right-hand side of the body graph. When you have the inner authority of ego, it's looking at the strength of having the willpower for something or not. You ask yourself, what do I want? What's in it for me? If you don't want it, there's probably no truth there for you, and it's not worth exploring. When looking at the inner authority of self, you'll also see this displayed in some readings as the inner authority of G. You'll be looking at the diamond shape in the center of the body graph chart. When you have this inner authority, you listen to what you hear yourself say. Your truth is based in self-fulfillment and expressed through your voice. Ask yourself, would this make me happy? Will this give me self-expression? Am I headed in the right direction for me? Next on the list is environmental. When you're looking at your chart, there are two triangle shapes within the head of the body graph. This is how you'll know that you have that environmental inner authority, which basically means that your sensitive environment is your soundboard. You have to first be in an environment that feels supportive and healthy, then talk out your decisions with others you trust in order to gain clarity. Then there's lunar authority. When you're looking at the chart, you can know whether or not someone has lunar authority because you'll see that they have no defined, otherwise, known as the colored in shapes on their body graph. This means that people who have the lunar inner authority, they make their decisions by processing them over a 29 and a half day period. The moon pattern gives you a sense of consistency and clarity over a lunar cycle. You then have the opportunity to talk with others and reflect and gain perspective during this period of 29 and a half days. The last on the list is emotional authority. When looking at the chart, again, you'll see that there are three triangles. On the right side, you'll see that there are two triangles. One small one, which is your ego, and then that big triangle, which is your emotional authority or your solar plexus. When you have emotional authority, you have to wait for emotional clarity. You come to your truth over time as you move through your emotional waves. A perfect example use case of this is I am an emotional generator. So, how does this show up for me when making decisions? As a generator, my strategy is to respond. So, when an opportunity is presented to me, I'll naturally feel whether it's a resounding yes or whether it's a no or maybe through my emotional authority. How I ensure that it's the right decision for me is to listen to that yes or to that no from an emotionally neutral point of view. A perfect example of this is if I'm at a New Year's Eve party and the drinks are flowing, the energy is electric, and I'm super excited to welcome in the new year. If someone asks me to partner up on a business venture when we return to work, I know that through following my strategy and authority, that it's not best for me to make a decision in that moment. I could agree to partner up on this business venture in this emotional wave, in this high state, only to regret it later. So, my best bet would be to let them know that we'll talk about it when we're in a different environment. I might even suggest that we schedule a time to chat more when we're both in the right headspace. The same can be said if I get an email for a speaking opportunity right after I've just finished yelling at Taylor for not cleaning her room and I stepped on a Lego. Any opportunity that I get in that moment or in the following moments thereafter where I'm still like hurting or in pain could be dampened by my emotional state. So it's best for me to calm down, come to an emotionally neutral space, and then review it in its entirety. If you're open to finding out what your inner authority is and how you can use it to help guide you within your business, I encourage you to book your complimentary Reclaim Your Joy strategy session. We'll go over the most important properties of your chart, and then we'll create a mini plan for success for you and your business. That's all for this episode. Until next time, my lovely.